Wow, you can't believe how great it is to have this big backpack on the back and the camera equipment up here. Hey, welcome back to Travel with Rocky, everybody. It's such a pleasure to be out. I haven't been out for a long time. It'll be great to get that backpack on again and hop through the bushes. Gonna see if we can find some wild mushrooms. Gonna cook up a nice steak tonight. And it couldn't be even better on a long weekend here in Vancouver Island in the Cowichan Valley. So sit back, enjoy, and so glad you're here to tune up with me on this great episode of Travel with Rocky. Seem to be finding a whole bunch of mushrooms, but the wrong species or the wrong kind of mushrooms. But here, take a zoom, there's hundreds. Even though we're going mushroom picking, it is very early in the season. Most of the mushrooms that come out in the west coast of British Columbia on Vancouver Island is usually in the later part of October because we need the great amount of moisture for those mushrooms to come up. So if we happen to find some, fantastic, but the first few that we found are poisonous and you cannot necessarily eat those kind of mushrooms. So we're looking for chanterelles. So hopefully we'll be able to find some.
So Rocky, be really quiet when you're looking for these chanterelles. This time of the year they're really skittish and they could go away.
Really, Tim? They won't get skittish because mushrooms are a plant and they're rooted to the earth. So as you'll see, as if we can find some. So it's looking like we're a little bit too early for mushroom season. Mushroom season usually takes place here on Vancouver Island in the mid of October and especially the later part of October when we start getting a whole bunch of rain. It's been so dry here this summer, that's why I haven't really been posting with Travel with Rocky, because it was just too dangerous to get into the backcountry when it was so dry. And because of all the forest fires across Alberta and BC and in Quebec, all across Canada, it's been world record fires this year. So being in the backcountry, hanging between two trees is not necessarily the safest place to be. So that's why we're out. Just thought we'd take a quick look, see if we could find some good mushrooms for tonight's supper. But it's looking like we're a little bit too early for this season. So yeah, oh well, we tried. But you know what? If you stay tuned in the next few weeks, I'm pretty sure that I'll go out with my good brother and we'll get some good mushroom foraging. Okay. Oh, you don't know how exciting it is to get here into the backcountry. It's been many, many weeks and I've just been extremely busy with life, but it is so pleasurable to get this pack. So why don't you follow me and let's enjoy this great episode and let's see what we can find. We stopped earlier to get some mushrooms, but didn't find any, but we're gonna get in there and cook up a great meal. So come on with me. Well, we found camp, totally isolated from everything and everybody. But this is where we're going to stay for the night. All right. Hey, after a great day of searching for mushrooms, we seem to find a whole bunch of mushrooms, but no edible ones. And most importantly, when you're heading out into the great outdoors and you want to forage for mushrooms, it's very, very important that you do your research and make sure that you're eating the right species because they're so close between good mushrooms and poisonous mushrooms. So we decided that we would wait a few more weeks and then head out when it's the season for mushroom picking. So the sun is going down and I need to get some food in our bellies because we hiked a lot and we found camp. And I think I'll show you camp tomorrow, as you've seen in the time lapse how good it took. But yeah, so again, don't want to start a fire. We're going to use like mesquite. Doesn't have to be mesquite charcoal, but we're going to just use some charcoal. And then I like to put on a little bit of go-go juice to make sure that the briquettes start on fire. We'll give this a few minutes to start. We want to give it a good half an hour, a nice good burn. Of course, the fire doesn't last this long. It's just the fluid that makes it look this big. But we want nice white coals. So it should take about a good half an hour. So the modern technology, it will be only a few seconds for you, but a few minutes for us here. Start recording. Hey, welcome back everybody. Got camp set up, got the kitchen sort of set up. It's not as what I wanted, but we're okay because we had to rush because we want to utilize what light we have left for the rest of the day. And there's probably about a good hour left. So yes, the coals are ready to go cooking. I'm going to place the pan on top, let that heat up, prepare these steaks, get some nice little vegetables roasting soon, and we're going to have a bon appetit, wonderful steak supper tonight. So as you've seen in many other videos, when I'm doing any form of cooking, I believe that sanitation is the most important concept, especially when you're hiking in the great outdoors or camping. The reason why is because you don't want to get sick by any form of food-borne illnesses of any shape, form, or way, because it's hard to camp and have the diarrhea or just not feeling good. So make sure that you bring some wet wipes or some sanitary wipes just to make sure that you can kill any cross-contamination, because we're cooking with raw meat and also vegetables. And throwing on the meat. Should I? As you can see, the juices are flowing up to the top. We got my water on over here to boil our little brand new baby tomatoes. Gonna cut up some vegetables in a minute. I believe nothing gets better than cooking in the great outdoors. So I'm glad you're here, tuned in to Travel with Rocky. Could you just imagine how good that would have tasted if we would have been able to get some mushrooms? But it's gonna taste just as good. Got some potatoes boiling here. Got the meat rare right at the moment, and just gonna cook up some wonderful vegetables. Putting some barbecue sauce on those steaks just to give it a little bit of nice smoke taste, a little bit of flavor on the meat. And then we're going to sear it one more time on the other side. Potatoes are boiling nice, vegetables are cooking up, the steak is looking really good. Oh, it's just going to taste phenomenal. So yeah, can you believe it? I forgot all the memory cards. So now I can't film the last part of the video. But you know, it was a pleasure putting this video together. And if you really like this video, please hit the like button. Or if you have not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And it gives me sure pleasure to always say, remember to breathe and believe in the great outdoors.
In the great outdoors.